everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So today is a story time video, and we are going to talk about the heinous heifers I used to work with. And oh, by the way, I know a couple of them hate watch me, so hi witches! Thanks for visiting. Thanks for the view time. I know that was petty. I know that was very petty. But this video is probably going to be very petty because this was something that just really made me just irate. So you know, I worked with these selfish, horrible cows at the hospital I used to work at. I don't keep that a secret anymore because why should I? Why should I care? So a couple years ago, Boss's Day was coming up, and this office was horrible with planning events and stuff. Just the most annoying people in the world, just always wanting to change the day and stuff. So 3 months before Boss's Day, I sent an email out saying Boss's Day is such and such. We are going to have a party for our boss that day. And I was excited about it because at that point I felt like me and my boss were very close. Something happened and she decided that screwing me over was a good thing, but that's a whole other story. But so I sent the email out 3 months in advance. There was no way, and also with a read receipt. So I wanted a read receipt back. There was no way any of them can tell me they didn't see this email. So I sent it out saying we're gonna have a party for her on this day. That is Boss's Day. That's the day we're having it. And I'm letting you know this far in advance because we're not going to change that date. This is the day it's going to be. Just because I get tired of the BS. You know what I mean? And that's why I was planning it well in advance. And I said, this is what we're going to do. If you want to. I wasn't even requiring them to. I just said, if you would like to contribute $15, that will pay for the lunch, the decorations, drinks, the supplies we need, all of that. It was for everything. But I said, you don't have to. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. All right. So I was very clear in my email. So a couple days before the actual date of the party, I get into work, check my email. There's an email from the person that thought she was the boss of the office, asking everybody. She emailed it to everybody if we should change the date. And I was really mad about that. I was like, so I CC'd a copy of the email I originally sent. I'm like, we're not changing the date. I planned this. You know, and I gave everyone an option to donate because everybody is going to get fed whether they contribute or not, because I'm not like that. You know, if you come to the party, I'm not gonna make you not eat because you didn't contribute, you know, whatever. But I was irritated. And then she comes over to me and says, why won't you change it? Like, I sent that email out 3 months ago. I said, that's the day Boss's Day is, and we're not gonna change it. That's the day we're gonna do it. 3 months is plenty of time for people to accept that, right? And then the witch that couldn't be there, the holy heifer who, God forbid I should get in the way of any of her feedings, but she's like, what is your problem with me? And that's literally how she talks, by the way. And I was like, I sent that email 3 months ago. And then she went on this whole spiel about it. And I was irritated. And I just was like, I'm not changing the date. So y'all do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And they're like, no, we need to do it together. I'm like, you want to do it together? You do it on the day I planned. Otherwise, no. So, yeah. So they were just all, and yeah, my ass was on my shoulders because it was stupid. I sent that email out 3 months prior and they want to change it. So, you know, this ugly, nasty fucking train wreck bitch can be there for it. And she knew about it, but decided a couple days before the party to change everything. And I didn't want to do it. I wasn't going to do it because I sent that email out. They're always impossible with parties. And here, I know how it sounds. I know it sounds like, well, you could have just changed the date. I know how that sounds, but you have to understand what it's like to be with these people all the time. They're constantly changing the date of events and stuff. And then people will show up with food and they're like, oh no, we changed the date. And it was just, so that's why I said it's going to be that date, because there's always too much confusion and these people are too stupid to have too much conversation about something. You just have to lay it out for them because they are just too simple. And here's the thing, I've planned things in the past for these people and it's always a shit show, always a shit show. Like one time, this is, I'm meandering a little bit, but I just want to kind of give an example of how difficult these people are. So in the morning, this one woman, she would frequently get biscuits and gravy for breakfast, right? That's important to this story. Well, I was planning a luncheon for a lady in the office who got a promotion, and I knew she loved Popeyes. So I got Popeyes with biscuits and red beans and rice and all that. And this woman who got biscuits and gravy almost every morning for breakfast said, well, I'll bring rolls because I don't like biscuits. And I'm like, well, you eat biscuits and gravy almost every morning. What do you mean you don't like biscuits? You know, I said, no, the reason, this makes it easier. You don't have to bring anything. But she wanted to bring rolls because all of a sudden she didn't like biscuits. It's like she just wanted to be contrarian just for the sake of being contrarian. Do you know what I mean? And it was just ridiculous. And then one time they all wanted to get lunch at one place and I ended up being the person to go and get it, and they're telling me all the stuff they want. I'm like, no, you're not getting special orders. You get the food the way they make it. There are 14 people ordering at the time, I think. And I'm not gonna, no, you just order it straight up the way they have it on the menu, whatever. But anyway, they were just impossible to deal with. So they decided to change the date of the party. You know, even though I was the planner of the event, I just handed it off to someone else. I said, you know, fuck it. I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. I'm doing something for her on Boss's Day. Y'all can fucking do whatever you want. You know, I had, and I also didn't want to change it because I wasn't going to be here the day they wanted to change it to. And when I told them I wasn't going to be there that day, that wasn't a problem. Oh, you not being here isn't the problem. This ugly bitch not being here is a problem. So why was it so important for her to be there, but not me, the original planner of the event? So whatever. And so Boss's Day came around, the actual Boss's Day, the day we're going to have the party. And I got decorations. I got her a giant Boss's Day cookie, all kinds of things. She was surprised. She was so happy. And I didn't want her to know about the whole spat because I didn't want to ruin her Boss's Day or have her say, we can't have parties anymore because you're all a bunch of assholes. I didn't want that. So, and even the person in the office that was supposed to be my work bestie, who was like, seemed to be by my side on this, all of a sudden turned on me. And like, bitch, I haven't done anything to you. But whatever, I didn't care. You know, I'm not here to make friends. So that changed it. I said, I'm not planning events anymore. I'm just not. I'm not doing anything anymore for any of you, ever. I'm done. You know, every time I plan an event, it's just, everything's fine until right before the event, and then y'all have to turn it into a circus. It's not necessary. And I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just not. So, anyway, so she had her cookie. She was happy and everything. And I didn't tell her anything about the turmoil or whatever. But, you know, the office was weird after that. Not because of me, because I could give a shit about how these people think of me. I'm doing my job. But the one lady that was pissed off because I didn't want to change the date, even though they did change it and they did have it that day. And apparently they did tell her, oh, Dawn planned all this. Don't tell them I planned this. I didn't plan this bullshit. And from what I hear, it was a shit show. It was a complete mess and was unorganized. And oh, I also remember getting an email from one of them saying, I thought you were going to help decorate. I said, I did decorate. I decorated for Boss's Day. That's what I decorated for. And I took all those decorations down. I'm like, they aren't. And she goes, well, I thought you were going to leave the decorations up or something like that. I'm like, no. Those are my decorations for the party I planned, which was on Boss's Day. And it ended. So no, you're not getting anything else. You're not getting anything from me. And But so I heard that they did tell her that I planned Boss's Day, and I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I did 3 months ago. I told you when it was going to be, and we did the event and whatever. Oh, but all these bitches wanted some of the giant cookie I brought in. I went, no, this is Shelly's, y'all. You know, they all wanted a piece of the giant cookie I brought in. And then they wanted to put a piece aside for the cow that was causing all the problems. And like, so she got a little treat on her little slice of the cookie. And also, there were leftovers from the catering. And then they were trying to be all, you know, sweet to me the next day when I came in. They were like, hi, there's leftovers. And yeah, there were leftovers. And they ate them all. But I didn't eat them because something happened to them. So anyway, that's it. That's my story. That was from a couple years ago, and it just was something that always irritated me because she was like, well, I'm not giving you money for the party if I'm not even going to be at it. And I said in the email, I said perfectly clear in the email, you don't have to give me any money even if you're going to be at the party. So whatever, I don't care. That's proof that you didn't pay attention to my email I sent. Now I'm done with y'all. So they were just such, oh, they're nasty people. They're nasty people. And they really deserve what's happening to them now, but that's something I can't talk about. But anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story time. You can commiserate with me a little bit on working with a-holes, and that's it. Thanks so much. Bye.